Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name is Adam.
I'm Oliver.
And today we have a special guest,
Johnny.
Oh, yeah. And so we have Johnny here. We're going to talk about some random things. We have some questions for Johnny. He's actually a local artist in the Florida area, and he does a lot of photography with different action figures and sometimes Legos, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he does a bunch of these really awesome, like, cinematic looking photos with these different high quality action figures. And we have a couple of different questions just to go down and see where his take are on a lot of nerdy things and everything else.
Yeah, it's gonna be a casual conversation.
Yeah.
Dude, hold on. So, like, what kind of list you got over there, Adam, with questions and such?
Okay, so for my list, the first thing that I would like to ask is, how did you first get into photography?
Yeah, so funny enough, I originally started as a stop motion animation.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so like with Legos and stuff.
So like
You ever see, like, back in the day, like when you were a kid, you go on YouTube or something like that and look up like Legos that move. Yeah, exactly. So I started doing that, really. I never worked with, nowadays I work with like the 6-inch figures and stuff, the photography and all that. But the stop motion, I used to use little Legos, but I used to use even more so Mega Blocks, like the little Halo guys. Yeah, I used to use those a lot and make them move and stuff. That was like my thing, because like I love film and I love video games, and I just thought it was awesome, like making a move in these scenes. And
did you like write your own stuff, or did you like imitate like scenes from movies and stuff?
No, I always wanted to keep it like just my own stuff. And it's cool to imagine scenes and recreate things and stuff like that, but I just wanted to see, like, wow, what could I do,
Yeah.
And most of the time I'd never write anything down. Like, I was horrible at drawing, so it'd just be like scene by scene, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should have planned that out. so like
storyboarding.
So most of the time I would make the story as I went. Funny enough. And my YouTube channel is still up there. I haven't posted it forever, but it's still there.
That's pretty cool though.
Well, we'll have that down below in the description.
Yeah, definitely.
I haven't even thought of doing that before. Stop motion.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to do something like that?
Yeah, like that's also the other thing too, is I did it like when I was a kid too, like not too much of a kid, but like pretty much from like, I don't know, probably like 10 to like 17, like pretty much in there. And I mean, most of the time, sometimes it'll take like a good stop motion about a month or two, of sitting down, writing it out, filming, all those things. But me, I did shorts, so like shorts defined as like like a minute to 3 minute type thing. And well, I guess it's not too short, but like a minute or two.
Yeah.
And pretty much where was I going with that?
How long is it? You're a minute to 2
Oh yeah,
minutes.
my bad. So as a kid, so I was in high school and stuff. I didn't care about sleeping, so like I'd do like 10 hours, of just working on it. Say like, oh, I got a stomach ache, can't go to school or something. Just work on it.
Ditch school.
Yeah, I love stop motion.
That's so funny,
much, man. Yeah, it was one of my favorite things ever. So yeah, like I would do it in like 10 hours, 15 hours, just editing picture after picture.
Dude, you're like game developer times over here.
I didn't do it like, I don't have too many of them, so I did get some sleep at some point.
That's pretty dope though.
But yeah, so like I used to love doing it, because like that's the thing, is like when I started doing it, like I couldn't step away from it, and especially with how important the lighting is too. So like I'd hate to like go into the next room, sleep, go to school, come home, and then I gotta figure out the lights again. You got light coming from the window, and it's like, damn it.
Lighting's the worst.
Yeah, especially for stop motion, because like it's thousands of photos. So the tiniest little light difference, you'll see it as the photos move, at a faster pace and everything.
That's so crazy.
But I love doing that stuff. So I started with the stop motion, and then when I graduated high school, 2018, I went to college and everything. And during college, you're working at college, you're working a job and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're adulting now, you're later on in life. So like I tried to do the stop motion and stuff, and like I did a little bit here and there, but it just was I wanted a hobby, because I always looked at it as like an out for me.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't really do that as much, because I had other things I had to do, So I went onto Instagram one day, and like I don't know why, because I think I just typed in like hashtag like Halo, because Mega Bloks, they changed the name to Mega Constructs. So I typed in like Halo Mega Constructs, like hashtag. And I started seeing all these like cool these figures, the Mega Constructs and Legos. They're only like 2-3 inches, really small.
They're like action scenes.
Yeah, like they're very small, not too much articulation. So they had some like cool scenery in the background. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know this existed. Toy photography. I'm like, how long has this been here?
Intense,
Yeah.
dude. I've seen some of the action figures of like Star Wars and stuff. where it's like,
that's a really big one.
yeah,
Star
it's
Wars.
so cool.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are super cool. But yeah, I mean, I was just like, I was so intrigued. I'm like, wow, like this is cool. Like maybe I should start doing this. And you know, that was it. And I just started doing toy photography. I started.
Dope.
I went to a comic book store, and I picked up Venom, Marvel Legends, Venom, and DC's collectible Deathstroke.
Okay.
Then I started with them, and I was just like, I mean, it was you know, it was all right. I mean, I'd literally just like pose him and like his arms up or something. Oh wow, it's cool. Like he's about to destroy the city or something. Like,
It's just a figure like
did
this.
you see like did you see a white background? You can tell it's a wall. And it's like a table. It's like, oh, all right.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
This is first movie project, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why, but like with stop motion, it just reminds me of that episode of iCarly where he was like, take 1,102, take 1,103.
yeah, I do remember
and then
that.
they just moved it and he had that full meltdown.
Oh,
Yeah.
extremely
Yeah.
painful. That's
Yeah.
there's so many painful.
Or like it
things
falls
about
over as you're
Dude.
running to the camera.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, definitely.
So much.
I used to have to tape down the base plates and stuff because the slightest movement, it's like, okay,
Well,
this is a
you're
new
fucked.
angle, I guess now.
I
Take this at.
didn't like it to begin
Dude,
with.
that sounds
Yeah.
stressful.
No, it definitely was, and that's also another thing. It's a stress too. I'm like, this is supposed to be a
And
hobby.
now it's
fun.
just one photo instead of 1,000.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, definitely. So yeah, from there I just started taking a bunch of photos and everything. You know, just working on it and whatnot. You know, my best teacher was YouTube. You know, I have no actual
We've all been there,
courses
too.
in photography or anything like that. I just YouTube and other people on Instagram asking
Right, yeah.
questions here, little questions there. My biggest thing is it's cool to make action figures punch each other and stuff like that, but like I always wanted to like show off like their superpowers and stuff,
Mhm.
like make them fly, shoot lasers, things like that.
Yeah.
So I always wondered, like, and so eventually I went from the Mega Constructs, little Halo guys that did that for a while, just the photos, and they came out with a Call of Duty line, so it was pretty cool too.
Mhm.
Did those photos,
Oh, damn.
but then I started working with my 6-inch figures, the ones that they sell and stuff like that nowadays and everything. And I mean, I loved it ever since then. And I started working on the, emulating that, their effects and everything like that. I started getting the Photoshop and whatnot. And it's been great ever
You
since
just
then.
grew.
Just working on it.
Yeah.
Just
It always takes practice.
yeah,
I mean, honestly.
yeah, it's really all it was.
Shoot every day. Doesn't matter
Yeah,
where or
that's
what you're
Seeing
doing.
what other people were doing, just working from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
What you got over there?
I guess one of the things I wanted to ask was I've seen a lot of your work and you have a lot of Marvel and you do have a lot of DC. Which do you prefer, like to
Oh,
photograph?
DC, yeah.
DC?
Yeah, I mean, I love Marvel. Absolutely
Yeah.
love Marvel, but DC. Yeah.
Motherfucker's got a Batman shirt
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So
Flash socks.
Yeah.
is that the same? So do you have that same stance when it comes to the movies? Do you lean more Marvel or more DC?
Oh, DC, yeah.
DC?
Yeah.
To the
I mean,
movies?
Yeah.
You think DC movies are better than Marvel movies?
Well, all right, yeah.
Johnny.
I'm gonna stick my toes in each other real quick.
Johnny, be honest with me
Yeah.
here.
All right, yeah. Hold on now. Yeah, no, definitely Marvel. Yeah.
Way to persuade the guest.
Yeah, it's like when you ask that question, all I can think about is the new Batman movie. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's like DC. all that.
That's the
So
only
it's
thing
like,
that
I
exists.
forgot like there's other DC movies that might have existed before the,
That's fair.
all that.
We all try to forget them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. But now, if you want to ask me about the animated though,
Yo,
DC,
the animated
yeah.
are fucking
I'm
dope.
not going back on that.
Those are dope.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I definitely, yeah, I mean, the MCU definitely they got some great movies. I mean, you can't go wrong with a lot of the phases and whatnot, the earlier phases.
But now there's like a
yeah.
hard reset, right? With
Yeah.
DC, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm looking forward to too. And that's the thing is like and that's the thing too is like I'm a little biased towards DC, so I've
Yeah.
always been a little lighter on them, per se. But yeah, I mean, I've been me personally, like I always even like the most like hated superhero films, like I still enjoy it because it's a superhero film,
Mhm.
Like I understand it's a movie, like it's fun, But like if I go to critique it or thinking more so, then I have ones that I don't like and do like and prefer more. But I love all.
Literally,
movies and
that's
TV.
literally our job.
Yeah.
Go there and
exactly,
critique.
Yeah, basically. Who's your favorite character on each side for DC and Marvel?
Yeah, Batman.
Batman on DC.
Yeah,
What about for Marvel?
Marvel? Does it have to? Can it be a villain?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
cool.
character in general.
Let's say Wolverine, and not that he's a villain.
Ooh,
but yeah.
Wolverine's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
up
really
there.
love Wolverine. a lot.
Deadpool 3.
Yeah. I'm looking
Whenever that comes out.
Whenever.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know what's coming out
Is it
and when.
on
It is.
hold indefinitely?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But we now do have, speaking of last week, just a little side note, the Andrew Garfield thing, he is now confirmed to be coming back for Secret Wars.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow.
So Feige did confirm that there were talks with him to expand his role further. So this probably does lean credence to Maguire and Logan
Yeah.
also getting increased in more fleshed out roles in Secret Wars, whether that be to give them a swan song or to launch off into this next phase.
I'm sorry, Swan Song?
That's basically what you do when you bow out a character.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Like Iron Man's swan song was Endgame.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that was a
That's
the-
neat, yeah.
The last episode of Supernatural season 5, when they were supposed to end it, the name of the episode was called Swan Song.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Huh.
So yeah, that's a little bit, that's confirmed as well. Another question I had, but before that, here is a word from our sponsors.
Thank you for BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you can just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. Then you can talk to a therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's text, chat, phone, or video call. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional cost. With BetterHelp, you can get to the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom picked for you. Any scheduling flexibility and at a more affordable price. Just get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/nerdlocker. The link is going to be right down below in the description. Man, I can't believe how addicting Cinnamon Toast Crunch is.
Right?
What are you wearing?
A shirt?
You're into scary movies, right?
Kinda.
I see it. Anyway, there's a sick brand that I know of. They make a bunch of horror-esque type of. Here, I tell you what. Let me just. Better.
Oh. I like that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
You know who makes that?
Who?
Seventh Ink.
Really?
All artwork, original.
Whoa,
Yeah, you got little bats on you.
But what about you?
What about me?
Oh. But what about your mask? Oh. Well,
Get off the dipshit.
I mean, these shirts are awesome though. They're really comfortable. They fit nice.
Honestly,
This
that's
is
why I
great.
threw one at you. This is pretty lightweight. They don't shrink. And
Yeah.
it's just come on, just look at me.
This is great. You know what? Want to grab some popcorn and watch a scary movie?
What's your favorite scary movie? What the was that? And we are back. So, another question that we had was, what kind of equipment do you use for your photography?
Oh, me? Yeah.
No,
that's
not
it.
you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
The other guy.
Yeah, I mean that's an interesting question. Just for the simple reason, I kind of use anything and everything I can find. I mean, like my table, for example. I found it in the garage.
Mhm.
And I propped it up on coasters.
Yeah.
To drink on.
Oh, okay.
So I got a bunch of equipment. I got a tripod, but you know that thing. Here we go with the equipment lingo. I'm not good with it. So I'm about to say the thing you put on the thing, but yeah, not that. But,
Oh, yeah.
The thing you put on the thing.
So the
Someone's Italian showing.
The thing with the thing and the.
the bottom of the camera, that twisty thing
Yeah.
you put on the tripod, that thing, yeah, I have. I have
What are you saying right
all right, so I use a tripod and a camera. Let's just leave it at that. So my equipment is a table, tripod, and camera.
Why did we start there? I don't...
Oh, and then yeah, so like I said, that's the tripod, and I got one of those it's really cool the wire that plugs into the camera and you click the button. You know what I mean?
Yo, next question, bro.
I use it equipment. Let's just leave it there. I use equipment.
Okay, what kind of camera?
A Canon.
Oh,
Lucky you don't even know.
Canon what?
Oh, Rebel T5.
Oh, okay, you got T5. Okay. Whew,
Yeah.
man, dude.
That was good.
I
loved that. That was awesome.
Yeah, the equipment. I'm like, that's the thing is like, that's why I don't claim to be like a photography or like I know all the skills and stuff because like you give me a camera.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know equipment.
Yeah, like I don't know anything. I'm just like, oh, this works. Okay.
This looks like
I'll
it
use
can.
this.
I can use this.
Yeah, yeah.
This table's from the garage. So.
Yeah, seriously. I got duct tape holding my tripod together. I mean, like, but I make it work. I could buy another one, but I just kind of
Why?
like making
It works.
things work. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I've always been like that. Using what I have, the resources, and I feel like that ties into my creativity too. Is like, just using whatever lights you have. Like, it's neat, it's cool. But like other photographers and stuff, they get all these fancy lights.
Yeah.
And it's cool. But like me, I just, I got a couple desk lamps. You know what I mean? Bought a couple.
As long as it works.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
the
know what I
photos
mean?
look
So
great.
like, I always like using what I have, and like I like other photographers and people to know just use what you have, and you can make awesome things out of that. You don't have to buy the most expensive stuff.
See,
I agree with that.
I would agree with that too, but
I mean, well,
yeah,
yeah,
like
there's room for opinion, of course, and things.
yeah, no, I mean, I do agree with that. I do think that you can make a lot out of what you have around, like DIY for everything. Like filmmaking, when we started, we had desk lamps. No, but remember we had a very small desk lamp that we needed to diffuse, so we grabbed a napkin and just covered over.
Definitely
the
a
thing.
fire hazard, I think.
100% a fire hazard.
My establishment, I'd take a paper and put it over the.
Yeah,
That's literally what we did.
it was so like we just did not have anything, but
We had a camcorder. It was like super grainy.
yeah,
Jesus.
like one of those ones that don't zoom that you're just screwed with. Like
Yeah.
that's just where
It's
you're
one of the
at.
beginnings,
Yeah.
so it's neat, to see that. But
It's
yeah,
crazy,
I use,
yeah.
just whatever. But the camera that I currently still use, I started with back when I started stop motion. I've never changed my camera yet.
How long have you been doing this overall? What's
Oh yeah, I mean, so like stop motion and photography.
yeah, like everything.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, probably when I started I was like 10.
10.
Yeah, I seen like I was on YouTube, and I've always been a fan of Lego. And I was on games and stuff, and I was on YouTube, and I seen this one YouTuber that made a really popular stop motion, and I was hooked ever since. I'm like, you can make Legos do that?
Legos are real?
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell?
Then the Lego movie came
Then
out.
the Lego movie came out. You're like, what the fuck?
Like, what am I missing? Is there pixie dust or something? Like, what's going on? Like, how do I make them come to life? So like, I looked at tutorials and stuff, but obviously I eventually figured it out. But
Yeah.
it's not magic.
Sending letters to Chris Pratt to be in your
Yeah. But yeah, so I was like, 10 years old, and I'd say I started with the cameras and stuff and taking pictures, and funny enough, before I actually used to use I thought that stop motion, I didn't know it was pictures at first. I thought it was like short videos. So like I used to take like 1 second videos, and I'm like, you'd see the guy's leg go like this and then like this, and I'm like, this isn't lining up to how it's supposed to be on the YouTube that I seen, the YouTube video.
Just robotic.
Yeah, I'm like, it's weird. So then I started taking the photos and it started moving a little faster. I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
So then,
It's like those sticky notes flip books.
Yeah,
used
like,
to make.
exactly. Yeah. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, I think that's how stop motion started.
Oh,
from
cool.
that, like,
Nailed it.
That idea.
I knew that fact.
Yeah. Something like
Uh-huh.
that. I could be wrong, but I think, yeah.
You might be right. He's wrong.
Okay, yeah, that sounds more accurate.
But no, it's so pretty much all. I mean, I'm only 23, so
Yeah.
it's pretty much half my life.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is there a specific character that you like to photograph?
No. I love them all. I mean, I just I've always been a fan of G.I. Joe, but I started getting into the G.I. Joes too as well. Because Hasbro within the last couple of years started releasing 6-inch G.I. Joes, like in the same scale as the Marvel Legends,
Okay.
Marvel guys and stuff. So it's been neat having them sometimes combine or just in their own universes. But as far as characters, no, not really. I mean, I keep all my stuff organized and labeled and stuff. So like, if I know I got personal time and I'm gonna take some photos, I'm like, all right, I just open the drawer, just go through, and like I'll have the idea come to me, and I'll
That's
be like,
kinda
I'll take,
cool.
yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's like a hobby, it's fun. Like, sometimes I'll be like, I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, that's a neat idea, or like I'll be in the shower and something like, yeah, I should pose them like that. That's pretty cool. And I'll write it down or something, but I never get to it. I always like.
So I need to get
Yeah.
into that habit of writing shit down.
Yeah, like it
That
helps,
was
but
for
like
me.
it doesn't really work for me though. I just once I'm in the mood, and I always listen to music too. Like I have
Yeah.
to listen to music while I'm doing it, really get in the scene. and I just like whatever I'm feeling. I just like maybe I want Wolverine versus Thanos or like just whatever.
Yeah.
You ever like reenact? I'm sorry. Do you have any other questions over
I
there?
have two more, but you can go.
Okay. Do you ever like want to reenact like something from like a video game or movie? Have you done those?
Uh,
Or is it mostly like just your own thing, like your own original
no,
idea?
just really my own thing. I don't really have like any stance like against it or anything like that. I mean, I probably will in the future or something, but I just no, not really. Nothing in particular I like to reenact or something. I don't know.
That looks so.
I just like my original
Yeah,
ideas.
because then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
What is one character that hasn't been made yet that you want in a figure? Like, is there a
Oh, that
certain
was
character?
good. You should ask me that like a year or two ago back when they there was it's a 2-pack. It's Venom and Null.
Uh-huh.
And I actually reached out to a guy on eBay. I'm like, dude, can you make me like a custom Null? God
Yeah.
symbiotes. Because he didn't come out yet. And I'm like, he couldn't do it. Like, I could find nobody to do it. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could find him. And then they finally came out, and I'm like, this is amazing. And he looks great, Null. But I have yet to take photos of him, funny enough. But I'd say currently now, somebody I want them to make figures of, man, I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, McFarlane. I want him to do like a classic Two-Face.
Okay.
Like he's made a couple Two-Faces from the Batman trilogy. Those he made came out with those ones. And then he made another newer Two-Face, which is really cool. But he's the Two-Face that took the Batman suit.
Okay.
So like he's in the Batman suit, which is
That's
neat.
a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I got the figure. It's cool. It's really neat. But like I really want like a black and white suit Two-Face. You know what I mean? Like I really want a Two-Face. So I'd say that would be one I'm really interested in getting. Oh, and then Scarecrow.
Okay.
Like a real Scarecrow, not based off like movie. That's one thing about the characters, and I have nothing against them. They're cool, but like I don't collect the movie characters. Just because like I don't reenact scenes and stuff, and kind of weird to have like Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man versus like,
It's true.
an actual comic book character is like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
it's weird. I don't know, to me. So I just collect the actual like comic book looking characters. I don't really buy the movie
ones.
characters. Yeah. So like I want an actual real Scarecrow that's like not based on any movie.
Gotcha.
So Two-Face and Scarecrow, yeah.
And then my last question is, where, like, do you see this going somewhere more in the next 5 years? Do you have a plan for the next 5 years? Like, where do you see, like, your Instagram and this career and like this thing that you do going?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I mean,
what's a goal?
Yeah, trying to think. I mean, I don't. Yeah, no, it's really just more for like just the hobby, therapy, just the love of it. Truly the love. Yeah. I don't get paid for anything of it. I don't sell my prints. I mean, it'd be cool to eventually sell some things. It's neat, but yeah, I mean, it's more of just like an out for me. It's just really just an out. I just
Pretty,
really
like,
just enjoy
therapeutic
it.
almost.
Yeah.
Just fun. I grew up with these characters. I love these characters. It makes me feel like I'm there.
Yeah.
Like I get to make my own scenes and stuff.
Right.
I just love the characters. I love the action figures. I'm 23. I'll be 55 and still say that I love action figures.
Yeah.
I love action figures.
We're probably still going to
Cool.
be here in
Yeah.
this exact room at 55.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll have a follow up.
Yeah, follow up when we're all 55.
Yeah, it's just my love for it. I mean, of course, I hope I get more likes and follows and stuff. That'd be neat. One goal is I always wanted to do. I always wanted to get back on YouTube, but like maybe make like 1 or 2 minute videos on like just one character and take a bunch of photos of them and be like
Like a montage almost.
Yeah, like like a toy company comes out with like a certain figure and I take like 20-30 photos of them and at 5-10 seconds each and then I just put it in the video.
Gotcha. Throw in some music.
Yeah, I thought it'd be pretty cool. But no, it's really just a love for it. I just truly enjoy doing it. There's I don't really have like a career for it or anything. Like it's photography. I don't plan on making a career out of it.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty cool though. Like it's obviously since you've been doing it since you were 10, you have like a crazy amount of passion for it.
Oh yeah, it's one of the.
That's dope.
It's one of. I mean, I just love it so much. I love doing it every day. I mean, I'm just crazy obsessed about it. I love.
How do you feel about like how much time do we have?
About a few more minutes.
Okay. How do you feel about like the Instagram or the social media aspect of it? Because I know, as content creators, we always get really frustrated if something doesn't do good versus like something.
Always, yeah. I mean, it's fun. I'm always open to new apps. I haven't really looked into too many, but I know Adam gave me a new app to look into. That's
Vero.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
Instagram based. But I'm totally cool with moving to other apps and stuff. Facebook I wanted to get into, but their toy photography groups are a little strict. You know, they're I don't know, kind of a little strict. Twitter's never really been big for toy photography. It's always really been Instagram for like I'd probably say the last 8 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you start doing like videos, you could always do like reels because those are always trending, or like TikTok.
That's growing in the toy photography. You know,
because that's where I see all of mine toy photography stuff.
Yeah, TikTok is it's really cool because you get to see a lot of the background behind the scenes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Like show the setup to the finished product.
I'd probably say like Instagram's here and like TikTok's slowly coming up and whatnot. YouTube is more for like reviews.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like action figure reviews. You know, like he could articulate like this. He's got butterfly joints and. There's nobody really
what the fuck's a butterfly joint?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, it's a joint in the figure that makes them.
I don't know. There's a term for it.
So like, it's a lot more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
One thing about toy photography is the big thing is articulation. Like, like how many points of articulation he can move and whatnot.
Okay.
If he's got an ab crunch and things.
Yo, I want to be an action figure.
Yeah.
What are you smiling about over there?
Side note, I feel like you always set up that ring light so you can always accidentally knock
I
over
know
every single podcast. See, you
swear to
never
you.
do that. You always
I
put
swear
it
to you,
just enough to your arm length.
I'm not gonna add butterfly joint just to hit this thing.
An extended joint.
Go gadget arm.
Little kit bash him, take a longer arm put on.
Well, other than that, it has been great talking with you, Johnny. Where can everyone find you on social media?
Yeah, Johnny G _films. So JohnnyG_FILMS.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Where can they find you?
You can find me at the Sphere21 on any social media platform except for TikTok. I'm Oliver Khan VA.
And you can find me at AMRA Photography, the studio at Archangel Studios Official, and this podcast at Nerd Locker Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace. Take care.
Yo, fuck this, man. I'm going back to bed.